Okay, Moon Kids, before we get started, let's go ahead and give this Moon Kid a round of applause. Thanks for subscribing and being so supportive, Moon Kid. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe and leave a comment down below so you can receive a Moon Kid mention in the next video. Now, let's start this video. Welcome back, Moon Kids. So tonight's video is going to be super fun for me. In today's video, I will be giving you real, no bullshit advice for September 2019. Okay, so fair warning, I will be using the Rebel deck, okay? So it's the Oracle with attitude, okay? So there are going to be some swear words and there are going to be some sass. So don't mind the swearing. I hope that you don't take offense to it. It's all in good fun. I swear, Moon Kids, okay? So let's go ahead and take a moment to choose from the animal emojis that I'm putting up on the screen. Go ahead and choose the animal emoji that most calls your attention. So we have the fox, the frog, the bee, and the whale. Okay, so for those of you who chose the fox, my group number 1, my little foxes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use the Rebel deck only. So I'm going to be choosing 3 cards, and then we'll talk about your no bullshit real advice for September 2019. And we already had 1 card jump out. All right. So, very quickly, you have, what the hell are you waiting for? Get that shit done. So in September, I think that you have some projects that you haven't finished. That, if you're waiting, so the back of the card says, if you're waiting for a sign, here it fucking is. There is something that you need to make a decision about in September that you're waiting for, that you need to go ahead and just do. In September, you also have, you think someone is lying, and they are. Okay, so someone is lying to you. In September, shit is going down in your job. So reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. All right, so let's go ahead and just dissect this little rude message. So, there's something that you're waiting for. There's something that you need to make a decision about. And you need to make it quick. You need to make it now. You've thought about it for far too long. What are you waiting for? This is your sign to just make that choice, make that decision, make that change that you've been wanting to. Make that decision that you've been wanting to try to make. If you feel that someone's not being honest, real, or true, it's because they're not. Somebody in your environment is not being real with you in September, and you need to acknowledge it. You need to point it out. You need to call them out on it. Or if not, then just move away from them because they're not a real friend. They're not a real person that's in your life to try to help you. Get rid of them. They're toxic. They're hurting you. And in your job, shit is going down. I think that, either you're going to realize that you have to change the way that you think, or you're going to realize that this isn't the place for you to be at. And if you change the way that you think, maybe things will work out better for you and they will help you grow, and then you'll be completely happy with the position that you're in. Or you're going to realize, this isn't what I want to do. This isn't where I want to be. So why the hell am I here? I'm going to move on. I'm going to get a better job. I'm going to do what I need to do in order to be where I want to be. So you're going to make those choices. I think that in September, you're going to finally say, this is it. I'm going to stop believing this person. I'm going to stop letting them hurt me. I'm going to decide to move on. I'm going to decide to quit this job. I'm going to decide to quit this relationship. I'm going to decide for myself what I need to do in order to be happier than I currently am, in order to be where I want to be emotionally, financially, health-wise, mentally health-wise. So all of those things are just going to start to fall into place with you once you make the choices that you have to, if that makes any sense. And I hope that you don't mind this message. Again, this is a general message, so if you want a personalized reading, go ahead and look in the description box below. We can talk about the details of the reading and how that can connect to your life if you need a little bit more clarity about the reading. I also hope that you don't mind that I was using the Rebel deck. I know there are some swear words and there can be some tough love, but I think it's the message that you needed to hear if it came out, okay? And it's all in good fun, of course. Okay, so for those of you who chose the frog, so my group number 2, my little froggies, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards and select 3 from here. I'm going to be giving you a real no bullshit advice. And again, this is a general reading, so if you want a personalized reading, go ahead and look in my description box below. Send me a message and we can work on a personal reading that's really going to give you the clarity and the peace of mind that you've been looking for regarding a specific situation, okay? And again, there are some swearing, there is some tough love, but I think it's the message that you need to hear, okay? So please try to not take offense to these messages. It's totally just meant to be fun. Tough love it is for my group number 2, my little froggies. So in September, the universe is asking you, have you eaten? You are acting like a big ass baby. In September, my group number 2, you are acting like a total baby. You need food in your belly. Eat a fucking taco. So I think that this is kind of just saying that, you're maybe being a little bit over dramatic about a situation. So you know how when you're sometimes hungry in the middle of the day and then all of a sudden you're a big bitch, you're a big old, hangry person who's just mean and angry because you're hungry and all you need is a sandwich or a taco and then you'll be fine and happy. Well, that's what September is going to feel like a little bit for you, because you're going to feel like you're being so dramatic, like you're being like the world is ending and oh my god, but really all you need to do is just eat a donut and you're going to be fine. Eat a chocolate and you will be happy. So try to not overreact to the little things in life in September, because it's gonna be fine. You're gonna survive. Things are going to work out for the best. So don't act like a big baby, okay? And also in September, it's not everyone else's fault. It's yours, okay? So in September, maybe you have to take responsibility for something. So in September, you are reminded that you are a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your for your shit. Stop blaming others for the things that happen to you, okay? Sometimes we are like, the world is out to get me. She doesn't want to be my friend. He doesn't want to date me. I'm the victim. Oh my gosh, everybody hurts me, blah, blah, blah. And then we don't realize the flaws that we have. We don't realize our own mistakes. We don't realize what we did in this situation to be treated the way that we were. So it's reminding us to take a step back and say, you know what? I wasn't the best person. Yes, they hurt me, but I also hurt them. And so when you learn to take responsibility for your own actions, you grow as a person, you mature, you get better karma, you heal, you get healthy, you grow as a person. When you acknowledge that you did wrong in the past and that you also hurt people, you also were toxic, you also did a lot of wrong, then you can move forward being a better person by being able to say, I wasn't the best, because now you can work on being better and being the best, okay? And so in September, you should really just let go of shame, regret, and guilt, because those are complete bullshit, okay? You need to let go of it because you need to forgive and let that shit go. Okay, so like I'm saying, when you feel like, oh my gosh, the world is against me, I'm such a baby, I'm the victim, like it's everyone else's fault. Like you feel that shame, you feel that regret, you feel the guilt, you feel all these negative emotions, but you just need to forgive. You need to move on. You need to let it go, because that's going to be the way that you move on and be happy and healthy, and you feel like you're a new person. You feel like that's that new chapter that you've been looking for, when you actually allow yourself to grow like you should. You get places that you should be at. Okay, so if that makes any sense, I hope that this message brought you a little bit of clarity. I know this was a quick message, but it's really just meant to try to see if we like this deck or not. And I hope that this message helped you in your journey in September 2019, Moon Kids. Thank you. Alrighty, for those of you who chose group number 3, my lovely bees. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Rebel deck and use 3 cards from here, and then we're going to take a message from those cards, and that'll be the No Bullshit real advice for 2000 September. Of course, 2019 September, sorry. Of course, this is going to be a little bit of a tough love reading, but I hope that you enjoy the message and don't mind the swearing because it's all in good fun. And of course, this is a general message, so if the message does not resonate, go ahead and reach out to me in the description box below so we can talk about a personal reading, so we can talk about the details of the situation and help you get clarity about your specific situation. Okay, Moon Kid? Okay, so you have you have a lot of fuck. You have fuck. Shit is about to get real. In September, shit is about to get real, honey boo. Okay? So fuck. You need your people around you, okay? In September, I think that you need to place a lot of focus on your friendships, a lot of focus on your friendships, because there's going to be some tough situations in September. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. There's going to be some tough situations in September that you need to deal with, and if you're not prepared to deal with them, then you're going to have a hard time, trying to move forward if you don't have your friends around you, if you don't, get real with the situation. If you're not prepared, it's going to be a little tough. But don't be afraid. Fuck fear, okay? So fear is gonna lie right in your face. Worries and fears and things that make you wonder if you're worthy enough, if you're knowledgeable enough, old enough, mature enough. All those fears, all those worries, they're lying to you because you have exactly what you need. You have what it takes. You have enough knowledge, enough experience to do whatever it is that you want to do. So in September, when you start to doubt yourself, when you start to think, do I even know how to do this? Is it even worth it for me to try? Forget all that. Do not worry. Go for it. If you have a goal, do it. If you have a dream, go for it. If you want to accomplish something, go out and try to accomplish it because you have exactly what you need in order to accomplish it. You're just holding yourself back with that fear in September. So, believe what you see. In September, you need to believe what you see. Face reality or live in a fucking la la land. Choose bravely. When you get real about the situation, you can start to move forward. I think that there are certain situations that you need to just accept the truth. You keep denying things to yourself when you really know the truth, and you keep asking for these signs from the universe, and you keep thinking and worrying when reality is you already know what you need to do. You already know the decision you need to make. You know what you need to do, and it's just about doing it. So I think in September you need to just do it. In September, it's just do it for you. The Nike sign, it's your motto for September. Do what you need to do because I think that you already have exactly the answers you're looking for, and you just need to stop fearing. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this message. I hope that you don't mind the swear words. I think that this deck is super fun. And you know what? It's good to receive a message that's tough love, that's real, that doesn't put sugar coats all over it, that's like, everything's going to be fine, blah, blah, blah. Like, let's get real. Let's talk about the truth that nobody wants to hear about, all right? So, have a lovely week, Moon Kids. For my group number 4, last but not least, my little whales. I love that little emoji. It's so cute. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Rebel deck, as I said before, and this does have swear words. It is a little, it can be a little mean sometimes, but I think that this is a message that you need to hear, because there's truth in these mean little cards. There's truth in them, and it's the message that you need to hear. It's the tough love that you need to hear, the truth that we don't want to face sometimes. And again, this is a message, a general reading, so if the message doesn't resonate, go ahead and look in the description box below. Email me about a personal reading. We could talk about the little details of your personal situation to make sure that the message is giving you clarity about your specific situation, okay? So, my lovely whales, let's see what kind of message the cards have for you in September 2019. That's real, no bullshit, uncut. Okay, so you have some funny ones. You have eat your fucking vegetables. In September, you need to eat healthier. So eat some shit made by Mother Nature. Stop with the frappes. Stop with the burgers. Stop with the fries. Stop with the food truck food. Stop with all that unhealthy shit. It's not helping your body. Your body is a temple, and if you don't care for yourself, nobody's gonna care for you, okay? Nobody can make you healthy. You can go to the doctor and get a liposuction and get a boob lift and get a butt lift, but you're not healthy. You're still not healthy. So, eat your vegetables, give yourself that time to exercise, be healthy, eat food that comes from the earth, connect to yourself, because one thing that I do really value from vegans is that vegans care about the emotions that go into that animal being killed. Imagine if an animal is being slaughtered and then you eat that meat. You're eating the meat that comes from fear, terror, being scared, death, like all that toxic energy that was released during the death of this animal. Now you're putting it into your body. Of course you're going to be sad. Of course you're going to be upset and miserable. And with that being said, I myself love a good burger, and I just had bacon today. But of course, I do have days where I'm like, I'm just going to eat a salad and I'm going to eat healthy, and for today I'm going to cleanse my body of all those GMOs and all that processed food and all the stuff that just keeps us unhealthy. You have a lightning bolt in September, so maybe you need to figure shit out on your own. Okay? You can't always depend on others to solve your problems. You can't always depend on others to help you get out of a tough situation, to kind of give you the answers that you don't want to find on your own. Sometimes you just need to figure it out on your own, because that is the best way to attack a problem. Only you have all the information about a situation, because even if I tell you all my problems, I'm going to forget some things. And I'm going to forget how to tell you how certain things made me feel. And just because you are not in my head, you're not in my heart, you don't know my experience with a certain situation or with a problem or with a person, then someone else can't give you that advice that you can give yourself. Someone else can't give you the answers that you can give yourself. You know the truth that you live in. So you need the answer. So you have the answers that you need to hear. Solve your own things, because you need to stop obsessing in September. I think that in September you need to stop obsessing about a certain situation, a certain problem, a certain person, because you are not the fucking center of the universe. You're not. You aren't the only one on here. You're not the only one hurting. You're not the only one who needs love, whatever the situation it may be, you're not the only one. And I don't say that to be mean, of course. I'm just saying, sometimes when we think that our life is the worst, sometimes when we think that everything goes wrong for us but nobody else, we fail to realize that we have it so much better than a lot of people. And it's not saying that your problems aren't real. It doesn't mean that your feelings aren't valid and that they don't matter. But sometimes when you're upset because you can't stop for your morning coffee, sometimes because, you're upset that your boss made you upset, you don't realize that you have a boss, that you have a job, and you get to be mad about something because you were blessed with something. You were blessed with a job, so now you can be mad at your boss. It's those little things that you're like, you're so focused on your own experience, on your own self, you're so focused on you that you don't realize that there's problems outside of you. You don't realize that there's problems that maybe your boss is having, and that's why he's being a jerk. So really just stop thinking that the world revolves around you, because then you start to see the world in a different light. And when you're not always taking things personally, you can realize sometimes that girl that said something mean to you the other day, it wasn't because she doesn't like you. It's because she's got shit going on in her own life. She's got bullying issues going on. She's got cheated on by her boyfriend, so now she wanted to be mean to somebody else. Like, literally, you don't know anyone's intentions. You don't know anyone's life. You don't know anyone's meaning behind certain words that they say, so you can't live your life thinking that everything is personally, okay? So I hope that kind of helps you for your September. And again, I hope that you don't mind that rebel deck being so sassy. I think that the truth that it reveals are some that we need to hear in order to move on and be healthy and be different, and really to just have that moment of realization, I need to get my shit together, right? And so we all need those moments where we're told the truth that we don't want to hear. Okay, that is all I have for you, Moon Kids. I hope that you have a lovely September 2019, and Virgo season is here. Okay, love you, Moon Kids.
Yeah.